wait for it to say. We'll wait. Mom! Ma! I hit 10,000! Woo! I used to live in a town with 10,000 people in it. And that is so crazy to me. Like, I grew up in a town with 10,000 people in it. You know, 10,000 people is not a little bit of people. And the fact that 10,000 people want to watch my content, want to see what I'm doing, want to know who I'm following, want to see me cry because of K-pop. And K-pop is such a huge thing now. Like, it's so big, and it's gotten so big, and it's so important to my life, but it's so important to everybody's. And I feel like we all 10,000 of us come together for this one thing, and that's just so beautiful to me. Like, I'm so touched, you guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing something, probably one of the most exciting videos I've ever done on my channel ever. We're going to be doing my 10,000 subscribers Q&A. This is such an emotional video for me because 10,000's always been that one number I've always wanted to hit. I never ever imagined I would get to 100,000 or a million, but 10,000 was something I always thought was so reachable. Like, you know what, like once I hit like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, I was like, you know what, maybe we can actually get to 10,000, maybe we can actually do it. And now that we're here, I'm kind of just like, honestly, like, I always thought we could, but I also never thought we could. It's very confusing, but I'm super thankful and excited for all of the journeys and all of the upcoming things we can do with this. Like, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying my channel. I feel like right now, like, we're actually getting people who actually enjoy my content. I know there's been my OGs who have enjoyed my content since the beginning, but I feel like there was kind of a period of time where I just posted every day and it felt so useless. Like, I enjoyed my videos, but I feel like nobody else did. And I feel like we've gotten to a point where you guys enjoy my content, and I'm so grateful and thankful and so happy and appreciative that all of this could have happened. So yes, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for 10,000. Obviously, I don't do YouTube for the views, for the numbers, for money, but, you know, I'm so grateful, so appreciative that we got to this point. I still enjoy doing YouTube. I will still continue to do YouTube. I will still continue to post a video a day for all of you because I love you guys. So yes, we're going to be doing my 10,000 subscribers Q&A, and definitely stay tuned for the end of the video because we're going to be talking about my 10,000 subscribers giveaway. So watch the whole video first, but we're also going to be doing a little cheeky giveaway for 10,000. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on my community tab here on YouTube. I'm going to pull up the questions and we're going to get right into the juicy stuff. I have no idea what you guys asked me, so yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to try to answer as many as I can, but obviously I will not be able to answer everything. Super sorry, and yeah. Thank you guys again. So let's get into it. Congrats on hitting almost hitting 10K. Yeah, I posted this before I hit 10K. When did you start standing Stray Kids? Hello, fellow Stay. Hello. I started standing Stray Kids a little bit before they did Mito. So it's been about over a year. Here's tea. I never really wanted to get into Stray Kids because my cousin is really into them, and like my cousin has loved them basically since pre-debut, and she talked my ear off about Felix. Like, she talked my ear off about him, and I was like, oh, I don't want to stand them, I don't want to stand them. And then a little bit before Mito came out, one of my subscribers was like, you need to check them out again, I love them, they're one of my favorite groups. And I was like, okay. So I listened to IMU. I think, again, I've heard all of their music before. Like, I heard Elevator, District 9, like everything. I heard it before. My Pace. So I listened to IMU one more time, and that's when I kind of really fell for Hyunjin. I've always liked Hyunjin. I always thought he was really talented. Since I saw like Elevator for the first time, Hyunjin always caught my eye. But I watched IMU again and I saw Hyunjin and I was like, this man's handsome, I'm standing. So yeah, that's when I started to stand Stray Kids. What has been your favorite experience while being into K-pop? I think my favorite experience has been living in Korea. I think being able to go to another country due to what you love, I think that was so cool and was such an amazing experience. For those guys who don't know, I studied abroad in Korea for 4 months, so I lived there for 4 whole months last year, and it was just such an incredible experience. Obviously, I was supposed to go back this year, but you know, Miss Rona happened, so I do want to go back, and I think that was probably like the coolest thing I could have ever done as a K-pop stan, was go be in Korea, go to concerts in Korea, go to festivals in Korea, buy albums in Korea. I think that whole experience was like super cool. So yeah. Do you think you have a type when it comes to your biases or wreckers? Honestly, yes, pretty. I like pretty people. Like, people will tell me I have types. Like, I go for like the pretty member, but it's honestly for like boy groups, I just go for who I think is the most attractive at the time, and then when I start to know personalities, I either stay with my bias or I change biases. But for girl groups, definitely visuals or vocals. That's vocals and visuals probably like my #1 criteria for a bias. What year did you first hear K-pop and which group got you into it? So the first year I heard K-pop was 2012 when Psy put out Gangnam Style. I think that's kind of like everybody, unless you knew it beforehand. But then in 2015 I heard Love Me Right by EXO from my cousin, and I did not stan then. And then in 2017 when BTS released DNA, I saw Jungkook, I saw his denim jacket, I saw the ripped knee holes, and I was like, this man's handsome, I'm standing, and I've been here ever since. So thank you, JK, because without you, sis, wouldn't be here. What was the first album you got? The first album I ever got was something I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered BTS's Love Yourself Tear, and I got the Y version, and I pulled JK's photo card, so it was very important to me. That was my first album ever, and now I have 300, and I'm like, favorite album from each of your alt groups. Okay, so my alt groups are BTS, EXO, NCT, Stray Kids, and Red Velvet. So for BTS, my favorite album is Love Yourself Tear. My favorite album from EXO is The War. My favorite album from NCT 127 is, I kept saying Regular, but I thought about it and I really love Cherry Bomb. That album's really fantastic. For NCT Dream, it is We Go Up, and then for Wavy, it's Take Off. Or, oh, Take Over the Moon is really good. I don't know. And then for who else? Stray Kids, my favorite album is I Am Who. And then for Red Velvet, my favorite album is The Perfect Velvet. So, love those albums. Go stream them. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? That's a very good question. I think I've always wanted to do YouTube. It's something that's always interested me since I was younger. I've always loved the prospect of doing YouTube. I actually had a YouTube channel before I did my K-pop channel. I did reactions to Shawn Mendes. I got not a lot of views, but you know, it's fine. I didn't have a lot of subscribers either. And then I decided to do a YouTube channel based on 5 Seconds of Summer, and that I lasted, I think, 2 days doing. So my Shawn channel lasted like a year, and then my 5 Seconds of Summer channel lasted like 2 days. And then I watched a lot of YouTubers post about their album collection, so like Showels and L, Katie, or Wanhaid, Carolyn. They really inspired me to make my channel. Also Dear 10, Haley. I watched all of their YouTube videos and I was like, you know what, I would love to do something like this, post about my channel, and I wanted to watch the growth of my album collection because that was something I was really passionate about, and I still am, of course. Obviously nowadays I do a lot of reactions and I do a lot of different videos on this channel, but originally I wanted to do it to showcase my album collection. So if you guys see my first video I ever posted, I have like almost 500 videos up on YouTube now, but my first video I ever posted was my album collection. So when did you start doing YouTube? I started my YouTube channel back September 14th or 16th, I don't remember, of 2018. So it's almost been 2 years. What is the hardest group for you to collect? Album-wise? Oh, I don't think anybody's too difficult album-wise, but photo card-wise, BTS and EXO and NCT and Stray Kids. All my alts are very difficult because they are more popular and they're more expensive. And I think the more expensive it is, the harder it is for me to collect because I really cannot justify spending a lot of money on photo cards. It really bugs me, so yeah. Ooh, what was the reason you ulted each of your groups? Was it a particular moment / song or just a general reason? That's a very good question. So for BTS, obviously I ulted them because they are my first group I ever got into K-pop for, and they are the group I've just loved the longest, and I've always loved BTS. I think BTS are just so fantastic and hardworking and talented, and you know, I love all of their music. I love all of the members equally. Like, I love them all so much, so that's kind of the reason why BTS is my ult. EXO I ulted pretty shortly after I ulted BTS because obviously they were the first group I ever really heard, and I just think they're so talented and I love their music. I think for me to have an ult, I just need to love every bit of music they have. Obviously I can have favorites and least favorites of their songs, but yeah, that's kind of the reason I ulted EXO. Was I never got tired of them. I never had a moment where I was like, oh, I don't really like EXO that much. Like, I've always loved them. And then for NCT, I didn't get into NCT until later in the game. I didn't get into them until like July of 2018, so kind of right after Empathy era. And I don't really know what it was that, oh, I know it was the Dreamies. The Dreamies really made me want to ult NCT. Obviously, I ult all of the units, and I love all the units so much, but NCT Dream is just one of my favorite groups in K-pop. OT7 NCT Dream is so important to me, and especially after they had to lose Mark and then all of this stuff happened. I just love NCT Dream so much, so that's the reason why NCT is one of my ults. Also Whiplash. Whiplash really came through wigs. Whiplash. And then for Red Velvet, they're probably the next group I ulted. Red Velvet I chose because they were the first girl group I really got into. My cousin and I were driving. We went to Dairy Queen and we were driving home, and she's like, I gotta show you this song. This was in 2018 as well. And I was like, alright, play it. And I heard the first couple beats of Bad Boy, and I was like, this is probably one of the best things I've ever heard in my entire life. It's so simple, but it's so well executed. I love Bad Boy. I think it's one of my ride or die songs. Like, it's one of my favorite songs to this day. And then we got home and she's like, let me show you the video. And I was like, wow, they're stunning, I'm ugly. And I really feel like that was the moment where I was like, these girls are gonna be my favorite, you know? And then obviously after that, she showed me all of Red Velvet's music, and I'm just obsessed. I was hooked from that moment, and they're my ult girl group. And then for Stray Kids, obviously I didn't ult Stray Kids until, I think it was, September, October of this year. It was a really easy decision for me. I just think when I got into them back, February of 2019, I was obsessed with them, you guys, and I never ever lost that level of love for them. I feel like there's some groups that I love, but I love them in waves, if that makes sense. Like, I love them when they're having a comeback, but when they're not doing stuff, like, I'm like, oh, I still love them, but I'm just not too interested in what they're doing, you know what I mean? So for Stray Kids, I never lost that feeling. I never lost the, oh my god, I need to go watch Stray Kids content, oh my god, I need to stream all their music videos. And I feel like, especially because my cousin loves them so much, it gave us another bond. And then when I got into Stray Kids, my friend Jade also got into Stray Kids too, so we were in our dorm together in college. She lived in the dorm right next to me. We would watch their content like every single day, and then obviously really quickly after I got into them, I got to see them in concerts. And then when I got to Korea, I was just like, you know what, Stray Kids is one of my ults. Like, they just are. I don't really know how to explain it, they just are. So it's just one of those feelings you get where you're just like, yeah, they're one of my ult groups. So yes, thank you for the question. That was very long, but I'm sorry. Out of all the K-pop concerts you've been to, which one is your favorite? So I've been to so many K-pop concerts. I've seen BTS 9 times, NCT twice, Red Velvet, I've seen ATEEZ, I've seen Astro, I've seen Stray Kids 3 times, and then I've been to like tons of festivals. So I've been to KCON, and then I've been to like 4 or 5 festivals in Korea. I will definitely say my favorite one, oh, that's super difficult. I really loved Stray Kids District 9 Unlock in Seoul. I really loved that concert. It was kind of sad because I was alone and I had no one to experience it with, and I really like going to concerts with people. Like, I like experiencing things with people. I don't like experiencing concerts by myself. That's just a me thing. But District 9 Unlock in Seoul, TMT Live was amazing. And then I have to say the other one I loved was day 2 of the final in Seoul of BTS. Day 2, I had really good seats, and BTS drove like right by me, and it was really cool. So yes, day 2 in Seoul and District 9 Unlock by Stray Kids, probably my favorites. Are you a Gemini? You talk super fast and everything you do is so fast. So no, my birthday is June 30th, so I am a Cancer. But my sister really likes astrology, and I'm a Gemini moon. So it means I have Gemini tendencies, but I'm a Cancer. I don't really know what any of that means, but hopefully to somebody out there that means something. So no, I'm a Cancer, but I do talk fast. I'm sorry. That's just how I live my life. If you could bring back any group that disbanded, which group would you choose? I talked about this on my live stream, but I feel like if I could bring back a disbanded group, I'd actually bring back X1, because I feel like if I brought back 101, which is one of my former ults, I don't know, it just wouldn't be as beneficial, because I feel like they're all doing super well right now where they are, and I feel like X1 hasn't really got to the point where they've been without each other for so long that I feel like we could still get more from them, if that makes sense. But yeah, if I had to bring one back, I'd bring back X1. If you could visit or live in only one place, what place would it be and why? That's a really good question. I don't know. It definitely wouldn't be America. I don't want to live in America for the rest of my life. Definitely not. I don't think I would choose Korea either though, because I feel like I would have to visit more places in order to figure out where I want to live. I've been to a lot of places in Europe and stuff because my family really likes to travel. I've been to Australia. I love Australia. I could live in Australia. But I don't know. That's a really good question, but I'm not sure. How did you start collecting photo cards? Can you give some advice for new collectors? Of course. So basically, I collected all the photo cards I got in albums for a while because I wasn't too keen on collecting photo cards like more than that, but this February, I believe, or this March, I don't remember, February or March, when I found out I was not going back to Korea to study and I was going to be out of college for a whole semester, I decided, you know what, this is probably the perfect time to start collecting photo cards. So that's when I put most of my collection up for trade, and I started that. And I also have a video of like how to do trades and sales, which I will link down below. A lot of you guys have enjoyed that video, so I'll definitely link it down below. It has really good information. Like, what was the question? Can you give some advice? Okay, the advice I would give is just take it slow. Prioritize who you want. Who do you want to collect? Where do you see your collection going? Can you afford to collect that person? Think about stuff like that. So for me, since I have so many albums, I have technically enough cards to collect who I want. If I wanted to trade all my cards off, I could collect everybody that I want and be completely content with my life. However, I do not want to do that, so I have to purchase cards, and I know that I have to purchase cards, and that's something I know. So for you guys that don't know, I do collect a bunch of different groups. Right now I'm collecting, I think, 20 something groups, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure. And then there's definitely multiple members in all of those groups. So yes, I have a big photo card collection planned that I'm striving for, but I'm taking it slow. I'm not rushing it. I want to make sure that I'm getting good prices for the photo cards that I have to purchase, and I want to make sure that I'm not getting scammed for the photo cards that I have to trade. So just know that you have to take your time, do research, figure out what you guys want to do with your collection, and then move forward from there. I think that's the only place you can start, is figuring out who you want to collect and how you want to execute your collection. Are you going to buy albums and trade them, or are you going to try to buy photo cards? Figure that out first and set goals and like limits for yourself to say, oh, I only want to pay under $10 for a photo card, and go from there. So yeah, definitely take it slow though, because if you try to rush everything, it's not going to be as fun. So how do you keep up on Korean studies? Oh, that's a great question. I don't. Fun fact, I don't. I used to do Duolingo every day, but I got kind of bored with it. I just watch a lot of K-pop content. I watch dramas. I have friends from Korea who speak Korean to me, so I kind of keep up that way, but honestly, my Korean, not good. Are you gonna collect other K-pop group albums? That's a really good question. As of right now, no. I don't think there's any group I really want to collect right now, but for the future, I'm not sure. But right now, no. I don't think I will collect any other groups. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to collect any other groups, but I don't think I will. That's a really good question. I don't know. Personal question. What are your goals for the future? That's a really, really good question. For those guys who don't know, I'm only 19. I am an OO liner, so I don't know. I feel like I'm still fairly young. I feel old, but I also feel very young, and I don't know what I want to do. I had to do a lot of things for college that I didn't really want to do. I had to change my major. I don't really know what the future holds for me. I don't even know if I want to go back to LA. Like, I'm in a place right now where I see YouTube as an option, but I'm never gonna give up school. So it's like there's a lot of things jumbling in my mind right now that I haven't decided yet, but I'll definitely let you guys know when I do. For the future though, I think I do want to move to Korea, even if it's just for 5, 6, 4 years post-graduation. I want to live there for a little bit of time, do fun things, do fan signs, go to like music shows, you know, do fun things for a few years while I'm still young, and then, you know, possibly get married 10 years down the line and have children. My biggest goal in life is to be a mom. That's one of my big things. I've always wanted to be a mom. I love children. I want to work with children, whatever I do with my job. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but we will figure that out eventually. Are there any groups you want to stand but you haven't? Currently, no. I'm trying to get into Gravity and TOO, but those are like the only groups that I'm like kind of trying to stand, I guess, but other than that, no, I don't think so. What's your favorite 2020 comeback? TXT, Baekhyun, or NCT Dream? Probably my favorite. How many groups and solos do you currently stan? I don't know. That's a very good question, but I don't know. I think it must be at 50 right now, but I'm not sure. Were there any groups that you were unsure about getting into, but you actually got into? Yes. Like I said, Stray Kids, also Monsta X. I really did not want to stan, but now I do. Any other groups that I was unsure about? I don't think so. I think Stray Kids and Monsta X were oh, KARD. I don't stan KARD, but I really was like, oh, I don't want to stan KARD, I don't want to stan KARD, and now I really like their music, so. Any advice for people starting a K-pop YouTube channel? Don't. No. Don't do it for views, do it for fun. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. I think part of the reason why this channel, my channel, has been so successful is that I stuck with it. I never gave up on it, even though I wanted to, even though I wanted to give up, even though I didn't want to do it for so many times. I didn't want to post videos. I never gave up on it, and that's part of the reason why. Obviously this does make me happy and I do enjoy it, but there were so many instances where I just wanted to quit YouTube. Like, I've had probably 10 times where I've just been said, like, you know what, I'm done, I don't want to do it anymore. And then I'll get one comment saying, oh, I really like this video, and then I'll be like, all right, I'll keep going. So yeah, do it for fun, don't do it for views. That'd be my best piece of advice. But yeah, that's basically all the questions we have for today. Thank you so much to anybody who submitted one, but we're gonna get into the giveaway portion of the video. So basically, I'm gonna have all of the information you need to enter the giveaway in the description, so definitely go read that. But I'm gonna be showing you guys what I'm giving away. Now, please keep in mind, I cannot do this internationally, and I am so sorry, but right now with current events with Miss Rona, it is not gonna happen sending anything overseas. And plus, last time I did a giveaway overseas, it was super expensive for me, and I am not in the financial place right now to do that. But this is going to be a USA only giveaway. I am so sorry, you guys. You know I do not want to do this to you guys, but that's unfortunately the case. Also, I said I was going to give away 10 things, and I'm only going to give away 5 because right now my bank account is not going that, okay? It's being sad. But anyways, if you guys do want to enter this giveaway, I'll have all the things in the description, like I said, but please keep in mind, if you are not over 16 years old, you need your parents' permission. I am not sending something to y'all's houses and then your parents be like, what's this? And I'll be like, oops. So yeah, please keep that in mind, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm giving away. So the first thing I'm going to be giving away is an NCT Neozone N version album. Obviously none of these have inclusions, I'm sorry you guys, but this is the first album I'm giving away. The next one I'm giving away is one copy of Stray Kids Clay Levanter. This is the Clay or the Levanter version, and then I'm also giving another copy away, so one person will receive each of these. And then I'm also going to be giving away a BTS Love Yourself Answer album. This is version F, my favorite concept, the superior concept, you're welcome. And then I'm also going to be giving away a BTS Love Yourself Her, the E version. So those are the 5 albums I'm going to give away: 1 NCT, 2 Stray Kids, and 2 BTS, all my old groups for you guys. Like I said, if you guys want to know how to enter, definitely go check out the description bar. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for 10K. I really never thought we could get here, but I'm so grateful for all of you. If you guys have any ideas on what you want the fandom name to be for this channel, please let me know. Obviously we don't need one, but if you guys have any suggestions, comment it below. And if you guys like the suggestion that somebody else does, give it a thumbs up. So whichever comment has the most thumbs up, we will pick that name. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for 10K. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. And yeah, stay tuned for so much more exciting content on this channel. So many exciting things, and yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.